What's up, everyone? I'm GKB, aka The Governor, and today on Gamers Knows Best, I will be showing everyone what comic books I picked up for this week. So let's get into the video. Hey everyone, so back on the last episode of the Console Corner, we had a Q&A session. So the question came up about, my gamer tag and what my original gamer tag was. It was based off a comic book at the time. So we had a few requests to do a comic book pickup video of what we were reading. Big shout out to Taz. I believe he was the first one to ask for this video. So as you can see, it's pretty heavy on the DC side this week. I love both Marvel and DC. I think they both have great stories to tell. So let's get into the books. I'm not going to get into much of the story. I'm just going to give you a quick blurb pulled from the DC and Marvel sites, just to give a quick overview of the stories. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, so I didn't want to go too deep into that stuff if anybody hasn't read these books. First up, we have Wonder Woman number 1 and number 2. So She-Wolf's a big Wonder Woman fan. I did read a lot of the New 52 Wonder Woman. They're pretty good books. I like the stories and art. She-Wolf loves them. So I want to go ahead and pick up the new ones for her. So what are they about? So the first one is, so why has the lasso of truth stopped working for the Amazon princess? Start down that rabbit hole as dark secrets from Wonder Woman's past unravel her present. Uh-oh, what did she do? And on to Wonder Woman number 2 is about the running parallel of Greg Rucka and Liam Sharp's The Lies. Rucka and artist Nicola Scott weave the definitive and shocking tale of Diana's first year as Earth's protector. So it's going to be a lot about, what she did as the Earth superhero in her first year. So that sounds kind of interesting. Next up, we have Justice League Rebirth number 1. I've always liked the Justice League books, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of team books at all. I'm not a big X-Men fan or any of that kind of stuff. But this is one of the rare ones that I do read. So let's get into the brief description of this book. Spinning out of the events of DC Universe Rebirth number 1, a new day dawns for Earth's greatest heroes as they welcome 3 members to the team, including Superman? ? Who is this strange visitor from the dead world, and can he be trusted? Batman and Wonder Woman aren't so sure. Moving on to Batman number 2 and Nightwing Rebirth number 1. First up, we have Batman number 2. I'm a huge Batman fan. He's probably my top 2 or 3 favorite books of all time. So in issue number 2, after a brush with disaster, Batman struggles to reconcile the fate he could be leaving behind for his city. And he reaches out to an idealistic new hero, Gotham. But an evil is building that may overcome both Batman and his new ally. Now on to Nightwing. I'm not a huge fan of Nightwing. This is She-Wolf's comic. I snag for her when it comes out. I will say, though, that it's nice to see Nightwing back in, his blue and black outfit and not doing the Grayson thing. It just didn't work for me. So in Nightwing number 1, he's been Robin, Batman, a spy, a ghost. Now Dick Grayson returns to Gotham City to reclaim the life that was taken from him. But when a new evil threatens those he loves most, Nightwing faces being torn away from home once again in order to destroy the Dark Force once and for all. Sounds like an interesting book. Alright, into a hero that I read from time to time, and in all honesty, I like reading him in the Justice League. I'm not a big super fan of his main books, and that is Superman. I do have to say I like where this one is going, though. So I'll probably continue reading it for a little while and see what happens. So what's going on in number 2? So Superboy takes flight as he accompanies his father, the Man of Steel. On their first mission together, they confront a creature more dangerous than anyone realizes. Will the duo triumph, or will they die when they face the lethal forces of the Eradicator? Come on, man. It's Superman. He and Superboy. They're probably not going to die. But in any case, let's go ahead and move on. Now, these books going back to the New 52, I really enjoyed. They were some great stories, and that is the Green Lantern books. pretty big into the Green Lantern thing. I really enjoy, like, you know, the colored rings and how they're controlled by emotions and how they have to use them. I just think that's a really cool concept. So in this issue, New Lanterns Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz promise to protect others in the brightest day or blackest night. But as Red Planet begins to rise, the partners find themselves confronted with an unimaginable threat from Belize and the Red Lanterns. Sounds like that's going to be a nice fight going on. Alright, so in the DC Rebirth, we see an awesome story of Flash, and it got me hooked. So I wanted to pick up the Flash #1 and to see if they can keep going on with these awesome stories for the Flash. I also love the Flash TV series. I think it's fantastic. I enjoy watching it. So in this story, a new storm brews over Central City and disproves the old adage about lightning never, well, you know. Just as Barry begins to feel overwhelmed fighting crime, a new speedster debuts. But just where did this amazing friend come from? So it looks like Barry's going to be checking out a new speedster. This could be pretty interesting. Last but not least, the only Marvel book I have on this week's pickups, and that is Civil War 2, issue #3. It has my main dude, the Hulk, on the cover. I'm a huge Hulk fan. I just love him raging out and just destroying everyone. I think that's fantastic and looks like a lot of fun. So what's in store for us in this book? This is one for everyone we'll be talking about. One of the biggest heroes in the Marvel Universe will fall. Who it is and how and why will it divide fans for years to come? Who knows? Will the heroes of the Marvel Universe survive the unthinkable happening? The fallout to this issue is going to be enormous. Sounds like somebody's gonna die. I wonder who it could be. Well, that's it, everyone. That's this week's comic pickups. If you liked the video and want to see more, please Hulk smash the shit out of that like button and leave some comments below. This is GKB from Gamers Knows Best, and I will see you in the next one.